the groups, the Levy Facts group, the Westerville Tea Party, the 912 group. I think there's like 2 or 3 more that I'm missing, so Westerville Watch. Everyone part of these groups, thank you for coming out today. We just want to thank you for all the work you've done, and we'll talk more about that. We've got a few people that have some information, and just a big thank you for the work that you've helped us do.
Thanks everybody for getting involved with this. You're probably just like me, a resident, and over the past several years have noticed that your taxes on your property have escalated to a point that they're out of control. And when I looked at this, I kept looking at driving up and down Main Street and seeing businesses closed and lease rates way down, and my industry, which is construction, devastated. And it seems that in 2009, with that levy passage, that was an initial 20% increase on my cost per schools, which is probably similar to yours. The cost of the schools take a huge haircut, and one way is to stop this levy, and then in the future is to get people on the board, which with this election we can do, and then look at spending. If there's a possibility that we can get in there and really take a look at things and see why we have so many employees compared to the number of students, we can really cut some more money. So I just would like you to vote no and really educate yourself. And if you run into people who have kids in the school, or if you have kids and grandkids, instead of taking this school cuts that the administration is proposing to heart, you've got to get the students' parents pissed off. You cannot let them say that we're going to cut busing or French or band or whatever it is. You got 23 people in an average class size. Those 23 parents have got to get up there and raise hell. And that's what we're here for. We have got to get those people that are going to be voting, that are on the other side, to take a look at things, because if they've got kids in the school in the next 10 years, they're going to have a 10% property tax, income tax increase every year. How can you sustain that? So my only thought is all of us have to communicate with the other side, educate them, and with that, I'll pass it on to the next speaker. Thanks for showing up today.
I wanted to take a couple minutes today and emphasize that's part of our platform, as I said earlier, is professionalism and ethics. We and others have been going to the board for over a year, 2 years, in some cases 3 or 4 years, asking them to rein in their spending and bringing to them opportunities and programs that would assist in doing that. Only one that I'm aware of has been adopted. That's the program, or the program that Tim Davey brought him, that saved him over $28 million in bond sales in early 2010. We need to put people on the board who will look at every single program that comes down the road, every program that's up for renewal, subject them to a cost-benefit analysis, and make a determination, is it good for the kids, and can the taxpayers afford it? Our platform is one of financial sustainability, and our motto is quality education at an affordable price. Thank you for your time.
Morning. Everybody awake? All right. My name is Doug Karinsky. I have lived in Westerville since 1988. Will you go out and vote November 8th? Will you? Yes. Yes. Good. Will you ask your neighbors and your friends to vote with us on November 8th?
Yes.
Will you vote for Carol French for the Board of Education?
Yes.
Will you vote for Pete Wilms over there for the Board of Education? Most importantly, will you vote no on issue 20?
Yes.
Will you write a letter to the editor of the Westerville This Week?
Yes.
Will you write a letter for Westerville This Week? Will you write a letter to the Dispatch? Yes, please, we need you to write letters. I was just talking to a gentleman this morning. We saw a very one-sided view in one of the newspapers this week. We've got to write letters. There's thousands of us that are going to vote no, but the other folks that are undecided need to see and hear our view. That's why we're having the rally this morning. That's why we need you to write letters to Westerville This Week, to the SNP, and to the Dispatch. Will you write letters? Yes. Please do.
Well, thank you. When we go to the ballot on November 8th, issue 20 is actually 2 levies for the Westerville schools. One levy, of course, is the 4 mil property tax. The other is the 0.5% income tax. If this passes, it is a permanent levy. The extra taxes will be used primarily to increase employee salaries and benefits. More than 81% of the school's operating costs are for salaries and benefits. This is not a renewal tax. This is a new tax levy. So the question the school board is asking you is, do you want to raise the employees' salaries?